Finally, a PS2 on Android phones. Thank you.
Ready?
Finally, we now have a PS2 emulator on Android that can run at 60 FPS. And the good news is, it's free. And it can run 60 FPS. Can you believe that? And it's called AetherSX2. You can download it on Play Store for free. So let's go. Let's check it out. Let's go. So we will be downloading the new PS2 emulator in Google Play Store, and the name is AetherSX2. AetherSX2. And let's install this. So next, optimal defaults. If you have a mid to high end device, you have to choose this one, and the rest is, I always set this to stretch, then the rest I set it to default. Next, so you have to download your BIOS. You can download the PS2 BIOS in the Google Chrome, so you have to find that one. So import BIOS. So the BIOS file name is this is the BIOS. So click next. So choose your game folder. You can select the download folder, and as for me, I always transfer all the games in my games folder. So let's look for our game. It's in Gamesco, in English, my game. So this is all my games. Allow access to Gamesco. Allow. So next, setup complete. Click finish, and it will scan the game. So you can do this. Click this one, so it will show this one, and you can change this to the original photo of the game. Like I've downloaded the picture for, as for this one, Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. I downloaded the picture for this one, so I'll just choose cover image. So I downloaded this in Google, so you can also do that too. Select yes, and this one, click select. So there you go. So just click the game that you want to play, this one, and you have to click this to turn into landscape mode. See, yes, no. So if you click this one, you can see this load. You can save this, or you can load game from this. So, and this is the settings. You can you can play around with the settings, but as for me, I always go to graphics, OpenGL. You'll find OpenGL, the software Vulkan. So it depends on the game. If it runs in the OpenGL, if the game runs smoothly in the OpenGL, then choose OpenGL. Then so on. If the game runs perfectly in Vulkan, then choose Vulkan. So this one, this is the 480p, I think. The 1 times native is the 480p. The 2 times native is the around 980p, I think so. And the 3 times native is the 1080, above 1080p. resolution. So for um, um, for a smooth gameplay, just choose this one, the 1 times native. But if you have a higher GPU, then you can choose the 2 times native for around 7, much higher than 720p resolution. So I have a ROG 2. I think this is a 855 plus GPU Snapdragon. So I'll choose. I can do 2 times, but in some games it lags a bit. So I choose 1 times native. So it will be, all games will run perfectly smooth. Okay. So, and also, if you use Vulkan, go to Advanced, and this is for Vulkan only. Go to Advanced and Graphics Driver. Just enable this too, so you have a better Vulkan gameplay. I think that will be all, and I set the rest I set to default. As you can see, it's smooth, and if you look at the graphics, it's OpenGL and it's in 2 times native. It's above 720p, maybe 980. And I'm using Asus ROG Phone 2 here that has a Snapdragon 855 plus. So if you want the smooth gameplay, your phone should have a better GPU. And as per review, it can also run in low-end devices, but it lags. So a better GPU is a must-have. It's running smoothly. As you can see in the counter, you can see the counter that it's running 60 FPS. So as you can see, the data speed is normal, and I'm in the OpenGL and 2 times native. So data speed is normal, but if I go to a certain point, like there's a lot going around in the background, like this one, see, the FPS drops in a certain point when there's a lot going around in the background. So that's 2 times native. But if I change this to 1, it will turn back to normal speed. See? You have to explore the settings of Aether. So for example, this one, if I set this one to GPU renderer to OpenGL and click this X, it will show nothing. And if I change this to Vulkan, it also shows nothing. So if I change this to software X, there you go. It will show now the fonts, the messages. So it really depends on the phone you're using, and it really depends on the game. Therefore, download now the AetherSX2 to play PS2 on your Android. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and please consider subscribing to my channels for more contents like this one, and gaming tutorials and DIY tutorials. So till next time, see you in my next vlog. Bye. Stay safe.
Ready?